They've got over 50,000 preachers with a clergy response team. Total tyranny. Trained to teach their flocks that turning in your guns is good, that going to FEMA camps are good, that taking inoculations are good. We posted the hundreds of pages of secret documents. 2 years later, national and local news came out and said, yes, it's great. We're training for martial law. And they showed images from the movie The Siege with Bruce Willis of Americans in a camp. And they said, this is good. The preachers will help put you in the camp. Now, I mean, this is a giant, covert, criminal operation, but it's compartmentalized where even the average police officer or military person, unless they're in intelligence, knows almost nothing about it. They're always given cover stories and cover reasons for what this program is really about, the program that they're involved in. I mean, here's the analogy of that. You're on an ocean liner that holds 3,000 people. They've got them even bigger than that. And there's cooks, and there's maids, and there's security people, and there's folks in the casino, and there's navigators, and there's people in the engine room. They only know their job, and they're only given information about their job. But the captain, he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows where they're going, and he has all the information about what's happening on that ship. And the corporation, based back on the mainland, it has all of the full info about all the ships and everything they're doing. So all I've done in 17 years, 15 years on air, is analyze all their admitted operations and put the pieces together. Then, more and more, the globalists in the CFR, Club of Rome, UN, at the highest management levels, are so arrogant, they've put out hundreds and hundreds that I've seen, there's no doubt thousands, of actual full-spectrum dominance briefings to their highest level minions about the plan. And so we know exactly what it is. So you're a police officer. You're like a cook on the ship. You're a bureaucrat. You're like somebody in the engine room. You aren't bad. But the captain is very bad, and the company that owns the ship is the devil. If you want to boil it down to what's at the end of the rabbit hole, pure evil, pure eugenics, total full-spectrum dominance to take over the planet, shut off your resources, bankrupt you, end the family, fully change the human species, and exterminate the majority of the population. This is the stated operation. Now, just in the last 48 hours, they have decided to go full-bore public. They have now admitted all over the news, we've got pre-crime systems, it's total quackery, where you're not guilty until proven innocent. You're guilty when you've done nothing wrong. It's going in everywhere. It's already in place. It's in literally hundreds and hundreds of newspapers. They are now making the announcement, and they're making other announcements. Look at this Time Magazine article. The government's new right to track your every move with GPS. It says the government has rights now. You don't have rights. The government has a right. And it goes on to say they can track your cell phone in real time without warrants. They can trespass on your property and put GPS on your car, no warrant. You have no Fourth Amendment. That's their new right. See, the global corporations are lawless, and they write the rules now, and they exempt themselves from all the rules they write for us. Government agents can sneak onto your property in the middle of the night, put a GPS device on the bottom of your car, and keep track of everywhere you go. This doesn't violate your Fourth Amendment rights because you do not have any reasonable expectation of privacy in your own driveway. Your own private property has privacy in all the other court rulings. But see, they're now changing the precedents, the controlling circuit courts. I mean, this is pure treason. Hey, we are allowed to torture. We're allowed to secretly arrest you. 12 states will arrest you if you videotape cops from a half mile away. They say, oh, it's wiretapping, when the statute doesn't even say that. There's no perception of privacy in public. They're going to videotape you. They're going to come on your property, but you have no rights. That is the bizarre and scary rule that now applies in California and 8 other western states. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit, which covers the vast jurisdiction, recently decided the government can monitor you in this way virtually anytime at once with no need for a search warrant. Now, when we come back, Nationwide, the military has taken over the public schools. This is hardcore. Stay with us.
Is your debt problem a ticking time bomb? Thanks to a new financial consumer relief program designed in response to the economic crisis facing millions of Americans, you don't have to wait until it's too late to defuse your debt. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card bills and are struggling to make minimum payments, get ready to take down this number for free information that could potentially save your home, the lifestyle you're accustomed to, and your family's financial well-being. But don't wait. Studies show that if most debt problems are confronted directly, beneficial settlements, manageable monthly payments, and quick restoration of credit are more easily attained, potentially saving you thousands of dollars in interest charges, fees, and unpaid debt. Don't procrastinate. Call now for your free information and begin putting your economic house in order today. To qualify for this program, you must have $10,000 in credit card debt. Call the American Debt Associates at 800-876-2966. 800-876-2966. Again, 800-876-2966.
We all know that Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 5 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $209, and the Berkey Guy will include 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and ship everything to you free of charge. That's right, 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and free shipping. An $87 value, yours free. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
The economy is crumbling, debt soaring, and the possibility of World War III is increasing. I started SurvivalistSeeds.com from my dining room table with a small bucket of seed and a single rotating banner ad on PrisonPlanet.com. 2 years later, we've sold over 40,000 pounds of heirloom seeds, becoming the largest bulk seed seller to the public. The majority of our customers are Alex Jones listeners. Now I'm offering 50 all-organic garden varieties, 10,000 heirloom seeds, garden planner, and a CD teaching you how to save seeds so your children's children will always have healthy food. Don't wait until it's too late. I'm Big John Lipscomb, and my company is SurvivalistSeeds.com.
Attention to all U.S. drivers who own a vehicle that has less than 130,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. Due to our country's economic crisis and auto repair costs on the rise, if your vehicle has less than 130,000 miles, as of today, you could be one of the millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle covered under United Repair Plans and have 100% of your future covered auto repair bills paid for you. This low-cost vehicle service contract has been established under United Repair Plans and is now available to the general public in order to save drivers thousands of dollars on auto repairs during our country's recession. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, you may now call to see if your vehicle qualifies and for a free 5-minute quote. Number to call is 800-809-4491. 800-809-4491. Again, that's 800-809-4491.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
So now they come out and throw the gauntlet down. Yeah, there's a world government. We want a world one-child tax. We're going to ban you having bathtubs or showers. We've already told you what type of toilet you can have, or dishwasher, or clothes washer, or how your house has to be built. Now we're going to tell you that you're not allowed to wash your underwear and that they all have to be lined with colloidal silver so that it disinfects. That's CNBC. Prince Charles says you can't have a shower. The New York Times comes out and says children are writing fake tickets as part of a public school program funded by the UN, and they go home and tell mommy you're not allowed to take a bath or keep the water running while you brush your teeth, training the children to be the enforcers for the state. And now they come out in Time magazine and say the government's new right to track your every move with GPS. And they're also ruling on every other type of nightmare because they are a rogue criminal group. If they could steal $28 trillion and counting in the last 2 years and get away with it and tell Congress we're not going to tell you where the money went, if they can tell Congress we're not going to tell you where all the gold at Fort Knox went, Ron Paul's going to try to introduce a bill to find out, they can get away with anything. They lied to you and said they weren't keeping the naked body scanner images. Now they admit they were lying on purpose. They lied and said they weren't taking your baby's blood at birth. Now they admit they did and put it in a Pentagon database, like I told you 12, 13 years ago, because I have the secret documents given to me by a nurse. This isn't a game. You understand how creepy that is to have over 50,000 preachers? That's the last time we got numbers 3 years ago. It was set to double each year. So it should be 150,000 by now or more. I mean, imagine these preachers, they get called in and say, we want you to be a secret FEMA officer. We're going to give you secret federal funding. And here's the training manuals. Teach them to submit to government. And here's examples. Take the shots, go to the camp, give us their property. It's of the Lord. And suddenly there's preachers all over TV. It's of the Lord to do whatever government tells you. I mean, don't these preachers know that they're living in a secret police horrifying system? They should run out warning everyone. They should run down the streets going, secret police are trying to hire preachers. It's totally evil. It's a total authoritarian secret police takeover. Warn everyone, we're in danger. History shows it. Emergency. There's 1 million plus. Washington Post says 854,000. But it's much more. Private spies with the highest level security clearance. They're hiring private mercenaries. They're building FEMA camps. The National Emergency Centers Act. We've got to warn people. Instead, it's like, absolutely. I mean, they put preachers on TV going, we are part of a plan to help people go to the camps, to help the government deal with its main threat, the people. That's a quote. The newscast goes, that's right. The #1 threat is the American people to the government. It's all about the government and what it needs and the government's new rights, that you have no rights. That we'll film you in public, but if you film us, we'll arrest you. How does that sound, slave? We'll scan your little naked children and save the images. We'll steal their blood at birth. We'll give the bankers all the money they want and won't let Congress find out where it went. We'll launch all these new wars. We'll put deadly poison in the water, and we're going to add lithium. We'll shoot your kids up with stuff that gives them a 10-fold increase in brain disorders and convulsions. We'll give little girls Gardasil shots, killing them in mass. And we'll test the soft kill publicly and watch the people become maimed and die, and you'll do nothing about it because we're acclimating you for total death. And we'll call people kooks and nuts and crazies that are upset by it and have strong instincts for liberty and say no. Here it is, the government's new right to track your every move with GPS. And it says the Ninth Circuit has ruled there's no Fourth Amendment. Contravening all other rulings in history in this country. It's completely backwards. And they just say, that's how it is. It's a new time. We've got to stop the drugs that the government ships in. Here's another one. It's in Forbes. Paul Watson wrote a detailed article giving you the full spectrum history of it. Fourth Amendment violating mobile X-ray scanners hit the streets. And it says hundreds of these are being ordered by the government. They're super high-powered X-ray machines. Thousands, not hundreds. I've read the specs. Thousands. There's different variants, but they're all many, many times more powerful. Many of them thousands of times. They can passively, the super high-powered scanners, they've got to roll the car through them. No. These are so powerful that they drive by your house and look through metal walls, brick walls. They look right through your car. Go to Forbes. It shows the trucks, and they're looking through a Ryder truck, through houses, and it shows everything you're doing. Blasting. Do you have any idea what this is going to do to the people sitting in the trucks? But just like DU, they know it's killing everybody that comes in contact with it. When you die, they'll just have a media cover-up. This is the absolute key information when we come back. because it shows the philosophy of the globalists. This information is so vital. I'm going to give you the absolute key to everything, understanding their mindset straight ahead.